Good Saturday morning. I'm meteorologist Grant Skinner with the News 5 First Alert Storm Team here with a tropical update on this August 26th, tracking several areas in the tropics. One to watch very closely is Invest 93 as that enters the Gulf of Mexico into the end of this weekend and into early next week. Also, Tropical Storm Franklin, Invest 92 in the central Atlantic, and a tropical wave is expected to move off the west coast of Africa over the next several days. The first thing we'll talk about is Invest 93. This is expected to move into the Gulf of Mexico, again, into the end of this weekend and into early next week, becoming a depression or a storm. Right now, it's in between the Yucatan Peninsula and Cuba, and the current trajectory keeps us to the north-northeast and moving into areas like the Big Bend, Apalachicola, and along the eastern coast of Florida. So as far south as Tampa and areas just to the south of Tampa and all the way up through northwest Florida, including areas like Pensacola, Destin area. That's included in this red circle here. Kind of give us a general idea of where this could move. And the forecast models are in agreement with that. You'll take a look at this. First of all, some disagreement here. Could move over land, could not. If it moves over the Yucatan Peninsula, it could weaken just slightly. But if it stays over water, could maintain some strength as it moves off to the north. By late Tuesday into Wednesday, it will move closer to the Gulf Coast, eastern portions of the Gulf Coast. Again, this current model keeps it around northwest Florida, Panama City, Apalachicola area, all the way through the Big Bend, then moving off to the northeast very quickly. So heavy rainfall and a high risk for rip currents along the Gulf Coast as we head into next week. So this will be something to watch over time. That's just one snapshot of the forecast models, so you can't take that to heart. But will be something to kind of watch the trends over time, especially as this system develops into the end of this weekend and early next week. Tropical Storm Franklin, this is not expected to bring any impacts to the U.S. or the Gulf Coast, but something we're keeping an eye on. It will expected to strengthen over time, major hurricane possibly by Tuesday of next week, then weakening as it quickly moves off to the northeast down to a Category 1 status by Thursday, 1 a.m. Thursday of next week. Two areas we're watching in the central Atlantic. One is expected to move off the west coast of Africa into the next several days. Right now, a very low chance of development. Also, watching this in the central Atlantic, 20% chance of development over the next couple of days, but a medium chance in the next 7 days. So something to watch in the long term, without a doubt. You can always view the latest on the Hurricane Map Room. This will give you all the latest updates on any active storms, any current areas we're watching, and some hurricane climatology as well. And of course, we'll always have the latest updates on WKRG.com. I'm meteorologist Grant Skinner, WKRG News 5.